Good morning everyone, how you doing? It's Paul here from Unusual Things. Now this morning we are in East Chillington in Sussex and we have come to find the final resting place of Raymond Briggs. Now some of you may say, Paul, you've been here before. You've covered it, you didn't find his headstone. Yes, but today I'm in a different churchyard. Do you know why? Because I made a boo-boo. I messed up. I was in the wrong churchyard. This one is literally 5-minute drive down the road. I was led to believe he was buried very near his house, but this one's just a couple of minutes further away. So I will tell you about Raymond again. Now, what we have got to say today is a massive thank you once again to Alfie and Ronnie for their contribution towards the new camera, which is what I'm using today, the DJI Action 5 Pro. Beautiful, clear screen. Okay, so I hope they like Raymond Briggs as well. Of course, the Snowman, amongst other things. Father Christmas, which was voiced by Mal Smith. I love that, it's my favourite one. So yes, massive thank you to them for contributing towards the camera here. And of course, if you liked the video today, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, it's absolutely free. I will tell you about Raymond again as we're here. You know, it's rude not to, isn't it? And we will go and find his final resting place this time. Hopefully we're in the right place. You never know, do you? Raymond Redvers Briggs, CBE, 18th of January 1934 to the 9th of August 2022. Was an English illustrator, cartoonist, graphic novelist and author. Achieving critical and popular success among adults and children, he is best known in Britain for his 1978 story The Snowman, a book without words whose cartoon adaptation is televised and whose music adaptation is staged every Christmas. Raymond Briggs was born on the 18th of January 1934 in Wimbledon, London, to Ernest Redvers Briggs, 1900 to 1971, a milkman, and Ethel Boyer, 1895 to 1971, a former lady's maid turned housewife who married in 1930. During the Second World War, he was evacuated to Dorset before returning to London at the end of the war. He attended Rutlish School, at that time a grammar school, pursued cartooning from an early age, and despite his father's attempts to discourage him from this unprofitable pursuit, attended the Wimbledon School of Art from 1949 to 1953, to study painting, and Central School of Art to study typography. From 1953 to 1955, he was a National Service conscript in the Royal Corps of Signals at Catterick, where he was a draftsman. After this, he returned to study painting at Slade School of Fine Art, graduating in 1957. The first three important works that Briggs both wrote and illustrated were in comics format rather than separate text and illustrations. Typical of children's books, all three were published by Hamish Hamilton. Father Christmas 1973, its sequel Father Christmas Goes on Holiday 1975. Both feature a Father Christmas who complains incessantly about this blooming snow. For the former, he won his second Greenaway. Much later, they were jointly adapted as a film titled Father Christmas. The third, early Hamilton comics, was Fungus the Bogeyman 1977, featuring a day in the life of a working class bogeyman. The Snowman, Hamilton 1978, was entirely wordless and illustrated with only pencils and crayons. The work was partly motivated by his previous book. Briggs wrote that, "For 2 years I worked on fungus, buried amongst muck, slime and words. So I wanted to do something which was clean, pleasant, fresh and wordless and quick." For that work, Briggs was a highly commended runner-up for his third Greenaway medal. An American edition was produced by Random House in the same year, for which Briggs won the Boston Globe Horn Book Award, picture book category. In 1982, it was adapted by British TV channel Channel 4 as an animated cartoon with a short narrated introduction by David Bowie. It was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Animated Short Film in 1982 and has since been shown every year on British television except 1984. On Christmas Eve 2012, the 30th anniversary of the original was marked by the airing of the sequel to Snowman, The Snowman and the Snow Dog. Briggs continued to work in a similar format, but with more adult content in Gentleman Jim 1980, a sombre look at the working class trials of Jim and Hilda Bloggs, closely based on his parents. When the Wind Blows 1982 confronted the trusting, optimistic Bloggs couple with the horror of nuclear war and was praised in the House of Commons for its timeliness and originality. The topic was inspired after Briggs watched the Panorama documentary on nuclear contingency planning, and the dense format of the page was inspired by a Swiss publisher's miniature version of Father Christmas. This book was turned into a two-handed radio play with Peter Sallis in the main role, and subsequently an animated film featuring John Mills and Peggy Ashcroft. The Tin Pot Foreign General and the Old Iron Woman 1984 was a denunciation of the Falklands War. Briggs' wife Jean, who had schizophrenia, died from leukemia in 1973, 2 years after his parents' death. They did not have any children. At the end of his life, Briggs lived in a small house in Westmeston, Sussex. His long-term partner Liz died in October 2015, having had Parkinson's disease. Briggs continued to work on writing and illustrating books. He died of pneumonia at Royal Sussex County Hospital in Brighton on the 9th of August 2022, aged 88. So there's all the information there about Raymond Briggs. What an amazing man he was. And just think of all the joy and happiness that he brought to so many children over the years. And even to this day, you know, the Snowman's still being played, Father Christmas is still being played, and many more of his other works are still out there in the public domain. Anyway, I've been having a good look around, and you know what? I think I found it this time. Yes. Let's go and have a look, shall we? Here we are. Raymond Briggs, 1934 to 2022. Raymond is not a normal person. Connie Benjamin, aged 3 years, 6 months, in 1997. Wow, what a tribute. So there we have the final resting place of Raymond Briggs. Wow, what a man. Bless you. Thank you, Raymond, for bringing so many happy years, for putting so many smiles on children's faces and adults over the years. What an amazing guy. I feel privileged to be here, really, because we all grew up watching the Snowman and Father Christmas, didn't we? Bless you. Thank you, Raymond. Raymond Briggs there. Wow, what a guy. There seems like there's lots of new plotted area here, so I'm assuming they're going to continue to carry on using this as a burial plot for the church. That's very wet this morning. I do have waterproof shoes on. Oh, they're Gore-Tex, I suppose they're waterproof, aren't they? Which makes a change. Usually getting soaking wet feet. But yes, at least we found the correct one this morning as well. I'm so watching my feet because I will end up going. And I'm glad about that, because I was quite disappointed last time. Raymond's was one that I wanted to cover, and obviously I covered the story, but sadly never got to pay any respects at the final resting place for him, which today we have done. Anyway, from very cold East Chillington, Sussex, thank you as always for watching. Don't forget, leave your comments down below. If you haven't done so already, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. And welcome to any new members out there as well. Thank you to all the regulars for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Take it easy.